Ah, aren't we thankful for the rain? Yeah. And for the it's cooler, we've got air conditioning running tonight, which is, if you haven't been here before, didn't know that it's been hotter. Yeah. In fact, a neighbor of mine said that he had seen a dog chasing a cat recently, and they were both walking. It's been hot. Yeah. Well, I noticed too when Kelly and I picked up our groceries the other day, and we bought some bacon along with other things. When we got home, we had crispy bacon. It's already cooked. Yeah, I can tell you, my niece, who raises chickens, said for the first time she can remember one of them laid a boiled egg. Yeah. Well, tonight we've got some history. For those who don't know, the Opry is an extension of the Boones Creek Historical Trust, which gathers all of these various historic implements and some of the history of the area here, and they want to communicate that, history being an important part of what we're doing as a trust, through the Opry, so we have this history moment. And to relate it to what we do here with music, last week we talked about one of the instruments, the mandolin. Tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about the Dobro that we play here in Appalachia and about how it came to be. John Dopier, the inventor of the Dobro resonator guitar, was born in 1893 in Slovakia. In 1908, at the age of 15, he moved to the United States and he opened a carpentry workshop in Los Angeles, where he repaired and later manufactured violins, guitars, and other stringed instruments. And now, before the use of amplifiers and microphones, of course, musicians who played for dances and jazz clubs and orchestras were always on the lookout for a loud instrument if they could find one. Not because the crowd needed something louder to appreciate, but because it couldn't hear a softer instrument in a band like that. So one day, George Beauchamp, a vaudeville musician, looking for a way to amplify his stringed instruments, asked John and Emil Dopier to create a louder resophonic instrument. The sound of any stringed instrument must resonate against a soundboard. In a piano, it's a large piece of brass. In a fiddle and mandolin and acoustic guitar, the sound resonates against a wooden soundboard. However, there's a limit to the volume that can be produced by that wooden soundboard. So Dopier tried using metal to enhance the sound, and it worked. In 1927, Mr. Dopier filed a patent request for a guitar that had 3 aluminum cones in it, in the center, and a wooden saddle between them. Now, Dopier and his brothers, Rudy and Emil, along with other investors, soon founded the National Stringed Instrument Corporation to manufacture this new type of resophonic guitar. Because of a dispute among the investors, the brothers left National in 1929 and founded their own company that they called Dobro. The name was derived, you may be able to figure it out, from their name, Dopier, and bro from brothers, and that made the word Dobro. And that word, by the way, it means good in the Slovakian language. So their slogan became, Dobro means good in any language. And they began producing their California series back in 1929. Now, the Dobro has come to mean a square neck guitar that has a high bridge and a resonator built into it. However, mandolins, fiddles, and ukuleles also are produced with resonators. Dobro is a brand. A resonator is the type of design. Now, you can easily identify Dobro by the way it's played. It's held flat, that strap over your neck, and then held flat, sometimes sitting down in your lap or can be standing. But the resonator mandolin can be played in its usual position. The resonator mandolin has a metal top that looks kind of like a hubcap. Now, resonator instruments, whether Dobro or other kinds using metal for sound, cut through all kind of musical boundaries and are equally at home in folk, country, rock, blues, bluegrass, and jazz in the American musical scene. Now, the Dobro was first introduced to country music here in Appalachia by Pete Kirby. Anybody remember Pete Kirby? He was known as Bashful Brother Oswald when he played the dobro with, you remember who he played with? Anybody? Yeah, who said that? Well, way to go. Free doctor enough for that memory. Or maybe we're all that old, huh? Remember Roy? Well, anyway, Acuff made the dobro even more popular after the war in the 50s, and that's probably where we heard it. We especially enjoy the dobro when it's played here at the Opry, when it's played by Vicki along with her acoustic mandolin. And so that's the story.